We're on.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Crysalyst Life. I'm Katrina White.
And I'm Susan Lynne. Welcome.
So today, Susan, our topic is...
Yes. Am I saying it or are you saying it? Oh, I know, I'm saying it. Okay, our topic is fear running your life or is love running your life?
And did we just have a fearful moment?
No. Yes. Yes.
Who was going to talk first?
Yes. But we got through it. We got over it. We got through it. And
There we go. That's our show. Thanks for joining us.
Just cruise on through.
So, repeat that again because I was laughing through your whole dialogue.
Okay, so what was I
Sorry.
saying? It was, is fear running your life or is love running your life?
Yeah.
So what do we mean by that, Katrina? Is fear running your life? What would it look like if fear was running your life? Or have you had times when fear ran your life?
I would say that the majority of my childhood, my 20s, and a good chunk of my 30s, fear was completely running my life.
Wow.
Ego and fear.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't sound comfortable. So how did this show itself? What kind of things did you experience?
Well, the interesting thing is that while I'm saying I was living from a place of fear, which I was,
Yeah.
I accomplished a lot. I got a lot of what I want done.
Okay.
But I was always very fearful and never felt that it was good enough. I never felt that I was really achieving everything that I wanted to, even though I was. So what ultimately happened, though, because I was coming from a place of fear, I would get exactly what I wanted, which was awesome.
Because you were working hard.
And yeah, I mean, there was a lot of
luck,
great things
and
that
there's luck in
happened.
there,
There was all sorts of circumstances that presented itself. And yes, I did achieve enormous things. And then I sabotaged every single one of them.
For example?
Oy. Well, part of my dream growing up, and I write about this in the book I'm just doing, was to be an actor and a dancer. And I applied for the Juilliard School in New York City.
As one does.
Of course, my fear-based thing was saying, oh, there's no way I'm going to get in. I'm not that good. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm a dancer, but I'm not that good. Like it just, self-limiting beliefs and all that good stuff. It was a constant chatter of criticism for sure.
Yeah.
Which I had learned at an early age, but that's another video. And so I applied. I auditioned, of course, a few times. And I was accepted. I just had to up my marks in a few areas. My school marks.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. I was feeling pretty darn proud of myself.
Yeah.
I was in shock, actually, that I got accepted to the Juilliards. But I was really excited about it. Well, the first thing out of my parents' mouth was, no daughter of ours, in their very proper British way, was saying, you're not going off to New York City, and how could you possibly get in, and you're not going to get your marks up really that high in order to be accepted. So let's save you disappointment and tell you that it's probably not a good thing to do. Well, of course, I was quite the rebellious child, and I didn't want to believe that, although deep down inside I did. And I then proceeded to not do so well at school, even though I was an A student. And I didn't, well, I did get in. My marks just squeezed by, but then I chose not to go.
The fear overcame you?
Completely.
Oh.
Fear of failure? Complete
fear
fear of failure, that I was not good enough to, even if I got to New York, compete against all those wonderful singers and dancers and actors.
Yeah.
And yet I had the great honor of being accepted.
Yeah.
That's living from a place of pure fear.
Yeah.
And that comes from my belief system. Right?
Yep.
The loving thing, coming from a loving place in retrospect, I wouldn't have listened to all the negative chatter of my parents, but most importantly...
At this age and stage, however.
But the negative chatter within me.
Yeah.
And I would just say, go for it.
Yeah.
What have you got to lose?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Even if you just last a semester.
The mind is a powerful thing.
It's It's very, very powerful.
Yeah.
So what's your fear-based example? And then we can talk about loving examples too.
Yes. Well, for me, I've wanted to step out in a bigger way to help people in this way that Katrina and I are doing, hopefully, for years. I've pictured myself doing this, and I've been very afraid of it because this would let people know who I really am. Let people know what's going on inside of me, because I'm really sharing myself, my philosophy, how I think and feel, and my lens on the world. And for me, that puts me up for criticism, ridicule, and also like persecution. I really I feel like I would be seen and then just be torn down. So this just has been sitting with me, and so I've really had to work very hard at overcoming these fears by saying positive affirmations. By over the years, I have also worked with energy healers, so people who do Reiki or energy healing, and gradually, step by step, I actually am not feeling afraid of doing this very thing anymore. I'm actually not feeling afraid. I'm telling you, I took years with this one. Yeah, so I do feel I have a lot of love to share.
Yes,
I
you
do
do.
want to help people to have the best life they possibly can. And darn it, I'm stubborn that I really wanted to work on that fear to get that out of the way so that I can come from love and share my love with the world.
Which you are.
I sure
And you do
am.
every day.
Yeah.
You do with everybody you meet.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I met you. I mean, it's like there was a halo.
Oh.
No, seriously. She has a halo. But it's a halo
I love
of
people.
just, yes.
I do love people.
And of giving of yourself, of your heart. And not in a codependent way or something negative. It was like an authentic giving of oneself.
Good.
And
I'm glad.
that's what you emanate.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you.
And it's perfect.
I'm glad.
And that's why we're business partners. That's why we're friends.
Yes.
That's why we're sharing with you all of our many, many years of doing a lot of great things and doing a whole lot of stuff that didn't work.
Yeah.
Because you always learn from the stuff that didn't work.
And Katrina has helped me also, because we're collaborating together like this, to take that last final hurdle and step over and
You
push the
can
doors
do
open and do this. And I'm having a blast.
And we hope you are too. So there's our short but hopefully poignant point about fear and love.
Is fear running your life, or is love running your life?
Yes.
And
you'll know the difference because
you'll feel it.
You'll sabotage things, or stuff won't happen when you come from a place of fear. When you come from a place of love, it might take you a little bit longer in some cases, but it's sustainable.
Yeah. So that thing that you've been putting off is saying, oh, maybe one day I'll do that thing. And it's always one day, but I can't because of this, that, and the other. Just have a look at that. Because I really encourage you to bring yourself and your beautiful creativity into the world.
Absolutely.
And move through that in whatever way.
And as they say, just do it.
Indeed.
I think
that's a wrap.
it is.
And this is a wrap, and that's a wrap.
Well done.
Surprised you.
You did. Boom, boom. Do your thing, Sue.
And scene. Scene. She loves that.
I do.
Every
It
time it
cracks
gets
me up. Thank you for joining us.